Shit, I don't think I know.
You knew.
Hello.
This I think that's like a religious song or something.
End of the day podcast.
Hey, back for another week, live in action, meeting in person.
Yo.
Social
Yeah.
distancing
Is a myth. No, I'm joking.
Coronavirus!
I mean, what do we want to say, guys? I mean, honestly, this is our second time meeting in person. We met last week and did a little surprise episode for people and dropped it on them on Memorial Day.
You're welcome.
And this is your first virtual reality experience, so I hope you're enjoying that right now.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Yeah,
just kidding.
for real. Speaking of, happy more. I don't think we said that on that episode because we didn't know we were going to release it on Memorial Day.
Oh, hell yeah.
But happy belated Memorial Day.
Yeah, for sure. That was kind of my fault. I slipped up on the upload.
Nah, no, I don't.
But it was well worth it because we had a great weekend.
I think I had a great weekend as well.
What were you up to?
I just did a lot of chilling. I took the whole weekend and just, collected my thoughts.
Love that.
Really got my mental together.
You feel better?
Yeah, I feel great. I feel energized. I feel recharged for, more chilling because there's still nothing to do.
Just preparing, really mentally preparing yourself.
Exactly. Before we go any further, this is the End of the Day podcast for anyone who was wondering what the fuck they're listening to.
End of the day podcast.
I am Sin Supreme.
Sin exclusive.
It's your boy Terrence.
T Will exclusive.
And me, Kristen Elizabeth.
Cannot
Yeah,
forget.
thank ya.
Amazing. It feels good to be back, guys.
Honestly, hell yeah. I feel like the world's starting to stabilize. I was able to schedule a barber appointment, so I'm super
A
hyped.
legit one.
No, it's technically
bro.
illegal.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, I heard stores open today or can open today.
So
Like literally today?
I heard today stores were allowed to open,
salons?
just in general.
Well, because the last thing that was said was Governor Newsom said that so many counties out of so many counties was going to be opening, like hair salons and things like that. But it was, you just had to comply with their orders. But it doesn't necessarily mean that Los Angeles was one of those counties that's been cleared to do that. So what I'm seeing is California allows more retail stores to open, is what's happening. California health officials said Monday that subject to approval by county public health departments, all retail stores could open for in-store shopping under previous issued guidelines. The existing guidelines for retailers, which had applied just to those counties approved for wider reopening. So I guess, some stores can actually open is what it looks like. Mm-hmm.
Damn. I mean, shit, I hope so, man. People need to make money.
Yeah, people need to
real.
get back to work. I do feel that.
my mom and dad are concerned about their small business back home. Because it's been a long time since they've been able to, and they're still found ways to stay open, and they got creative, and I think they'll make it, but just definitely
I mean, I seen a crazy ass photo. It wasn't in America, but it was like someone getting the forehead thermometer reading to go into a Gucci store. It might have been somewhere in Europe or something like that.
Okay.
But it was like the imagery was because the way the person was holding up the thermometer.
It was kind of like a gun.
Yeah, it was weird. It was very weird.
Yeah, the fact that it's shaped like a gun is kind of weird.
And you gotta use it to read someone's fucking temperature.
Yeah, but you don't have to make it in the shape of a gun.
Right.
You can make that shit in the shape in
A
a fucking
circle or
triangle or
something.
something. Let that nigga hold a triangle.
Like he's holding communion.
Like a cross.
Oh,
my
shit.
gosh.
But yeah, so what's going on, guys? How have you been? Memorial Day was good. We chilled. I just chilled. I went to Zuma Beach actually.
Oh, nice.
I went to Zuma
And
Beach.
Zuma
Oh, how
was
was
open?
that?
It was amazing. You put me onto Zuma Beach, dude. That first time I went was with you.
Did you go past like the first beach and go to the second beach?
Because the parking was a little funny once you got to like when you tried to go to like
Yeah.
So we stopped. We stopped at like the normal like basic Zuma Beach.
That's
where
true.
The sign is.
That's true.
And
That's a nice beach, though.
We found some parking on the side of the road,
Oh,
and
baller.
because it was like way further than like Santa Monica and all that, that it was actually pretty dead. There wasn't really a ton of people out.
Dude.
You could social distance there.
I got to show you
pretty
some
well.
other beaches. We got this other good one. I don't know if I should mention it.
Nah,
on the
we'll keep
podcast
it on
and
the
give
low.
that
We'll
sauce.
keep it on low. We'll keep it on low.
Yeah, I gotta
Yeah,
keep
you'll see the photos. You'll see us when the photos are tagged there. In that location.
There you go.
You know, but nah, it was a good time. It was a good time.
Yeah, it sounds like a chill ass Memorial Day.
Yeah, it was very chill.
Shit. Saturday, I did a music video for that song we played.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, so I was filming
that
that.
shit looked good.
Dude, it's
It
getting
looks tight.
hot, man. Honestly.
Yeah, the
It-
weather. You mean the weather?
Yeah. Well, cause we're actually officially in summer.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is official summer. What day was that?
It started on the 20th actually, June 20th.
How was filming a video in 2020 during a pandemic, coronavirus? How did
Honestly, it was tough, man, because it's hot as fuck. You're outside, and then I wanted to wear a mask, but I was just like, it's so fucking hot, and I'm moving so much, I can't do this.
Right.
So I took the mask down, but I was still like not close to people like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
'Cause
You're also outside. I feel like that's a little safer.
you think?
Definitely.
Yeah,
Because that's what the
they do say it's safer to be.
yeah, they said that a lot of the like there was like a study done on like 350 clusters like in the country, and the clusters originated from indoor. None of them were like outdoor spaces.
Yeah. So, that was pretty dope, but it was just hot. But I'm very excited for that video. I think it's gonna be sick.
It's
Come
gonna
on,
be
good.
amazing.
Yeah.
Come on, good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we also went kayaking, dude.
How was that? Kayaking's a big deal.
It was super fun.
It's not our first time.
Now, did you split them or did you share a kayak?
We share.
Smart.
Yeah, you did the
It's your first.
You do the 2-person kayak.
It's your first smart decision because I went on a kayak date before, way back when, and we did the split, and we were like, "What the fuck were we thinking?"
So it's harder, but I mean, I've never done it alone, but I guess the difference would be like you can actually like look at them.
Yes, but I don't think, in the end of the day, because of the activity that you're doing, that doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Like I don't like I'm beat. Like I could look at you on solid ground after. we're trying to kayak, so like yeah, I definitely that was the first smart move you guys did was do the double, and it was on Monday, right?
Yeah, we went on Monday.
So it was a hot day, so it was a
It
good,
was actually
It was
nice, dude. It was
perfect.
overcast.
Because especially at the beach, like on the water, it was really nice.
Because we pulled up at like
like 10
like
o'clock.
was it 10? Yeah, I think we pulled up around like 9 or 10, and
Yeah.
there was like no one there.
Oh, you know who was
really
there?
Who?
The guy from from the Chappelle Show, the one that is driving the Newport truck, and he's like, "I'm rich, bitch."
Oh, fucking Ashley Larry.
Yeah, Ashley Larry.
Yeah, he was there with his kids.
And I
Donald
didn't-
Rawlings. I think
Okay.
his name
Yeah,
is.
when I seen his face, I was like, he still had a mask on, and I was like, I just knew that I knew who he was. And then he had his 2 little kids run past, and he said something to him, and I was like, that's who you are. That's why I know you.
Yeah, Donnell Rawlings is his name. He's a funny ass comedian.
Yo, Sin, I wanted to bring this back up because I had a crazy experience. You were talking about the dash cam.
Yes, I've been looking at a lot of reviews recently. I'm gonna buy one
You
very
should.
soon.
You definitely should.
For the listeners who maybe didn't catch the last episode, Sin was talking about
Acquiring a dash cam because I almost got into a car accident because the car in front of me crashed, and it was just a crazy ass moment. And it wasn't the first time I'd seen something crazy on these LA, California highways because you drive everywhere. So
Right.
yes,
So this story is completely on par with what
Full
you're
circle.
talking about, bro.
let's hear it. What the fuck happened?
So we finished kayaking. We had some fucking bomb ass Hawaiian barbecue, and then I was just like,
sounds amazing.
You feel me? It was slapping.
Like where the story's
We were
going
supposed to be in
already.
Hawaii, so we were pretending.
Like grade A day, like chilling. And then we're on the freeway coming back,
Yeah.
and there's a point on the freeway in LA for the listeners. If you're going the 405 north, where it splits to the 101. There's like almost like a Y shape, so you can go off on two different freeways. You could stay on the 405 or you can go on the 101. So I go on the 101, but I'm looking at the 405, so I'm looking at the other freeway, literally right next to me.
Why?
Because there's a dust
no. I'm just cruising and like it's like a curve. So, like, pretty much you have, like, a vision of both freeways.
Oh, okay.
And I'm looking at the other freeway because literally there's no traffic in front of me. And then all of a sudden I see, like, a dust ball out of the corner of my eye. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Bro, a fucking Toyota pickup truck literally is barrel rolling on the freeway, bro.
What the
Like,
fuck?
literally flips over and just starts rolling. And I saw it roll, like, twice, and then it just landed, and I was like, yo,
And
what
you just
the
drive
fuck?
by it.
Well, because
Dude.
it was literally happening on the other side of the freeway, so I slowed down to see if the guy was okay.
He was
And
like this.
He had his seatbelt
like wailing.
on, and he was like looking around, checking himself. Dude, he was tripping out, and I was just like, well, like he's alive. I can't. There's not much I can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
There's not. It's better. I would imagine like police or people would tell you it's better to. Well, it's probably not better, but you probably are potentially can cause a bigger accident trying to like pull over and fucking.
Yeah, I
hop out.
slowed down slowly. Like I didn't
Yeah.
slam on my brakes.
Yeah.
And there were people behind me, but like I feel like everyone's generally concerned for a car flipping on the freeway.
Right.
Yeah.
And honestly, like there was no other cars. Thankfully, that it looked like they got hit. I think maybe his fucking tire exploded or something.
Probably.
But dude, it was insane. I was like, yo, what the fuck? And Kristen was literally falling asleep, like taking a nap. And then I saw
I've
this
seen it,
I
though.
saw this shit jump in the air, and I was like, yo. And she woke up and then just seen this shit flipping. It was insane.
That is insane.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah, so we all need dash cams then, because your dash cam would have caught that shit.
Yeah.
Because the dash
Yeah.
cams have the 180, like you would catch everything within that whole 100, pretty much everything.
And then
in
you can
front of
sell it to the news.
Well, I mean, you look at it. Well, here's the thing.
Do they have 4K?
They have 4K.
Oh man.
They have the high end ones, and then they have the like
That's that
the,
super
like,
zoom. You,
entry level ones.
you gotta get the 4K.
Yeah, I was looking at the high when I was listening to the reviews. Obviously, the high end one sounded the most like.
Dude,
best.
if you're gonna get a dash cam, you gotta go hard or go home.
Yeah, they got the ones that like respond to like if there's like a stop and it automatically
whoa.
like locks that footage.
That's annoying that old cars just don't have that.
Well,
Because new cars.
yeah, new cars do. Or I mean, Teslas, they have dash
yeah,
cams.
fucking. I just need a Tesla.
Yeah, me
man.
too. It's required in Russia to have a dash cam for insurance because
Makes sense.
there's so many cars, there's so many accidents.
So many people just lie.
Yeah.
But there's probably people with trash
well, no, there's probably like minimum requirements for dash. If it's like
a
part of
smog
ins-
check.
Yeah.
But what if people just get into like hacking dash cams?
Well, that's the thing. It's required or the insurance is not liable. So if you get into a car accident, insurance won't cover you. They'll only cover you if you have the footage to back up what
Yeah.
you're saying happened.
I feel
Damn.
it.
So to have insurance, so that's why if you look at a lot of like dash cam car accidents, they're all from like Russia. Like a lot of them are like Russian videos and like
Because they just have that shit.
constantly they just upload it to the internet, man. Fucking crazy. So yeah, dude, I'm working on getting one. We should all get one. We should all have fucking dash cams.
Man.
Catch some of that crazy shit. I know.
See
all
an
of us,
alien.
dude,
Fuck
for
around
real,
seeing
man. Shit. So yeah, should we get into the shits and just talk about this bullshit that happened?
Let's talk about this since we're on the topic of LA, kind of.
Yeah.
Let's talk about protests in downtown.
Yeah, I mean, well, the
That's-
protest in downtown is stemming from the murder of George Floyd that happened in was in Minnesota.
Yeah.
And a cop was just on this dude's neck, like while he's saying, like,
I can't breathe.
yeah, I can't breathe. Again, another situation where cops just, and the video is really hard to watch. If you haven't seen it, I don't think you need to. But like pretty much like the cop is just like literally has him pinned down, but he's like has his knee on his neck and just won't get up. And there's people around. Luckily, someone's filming. Like, and I seen a tweet earlier that said like, "Yo, if a cop's killing me, like, don't film it. Like, help me." And that's like mad true. Like the people were filming. Luckily, there were people filming it, but like there was.
But what do people do in that instance? Like they could get shot.
I mean, and if I got shot,
I would get shot. I would.
That's what I'm saying.
Help.
If I got shot trying to get that cop off of him, I wouldn't be. If I was in jail right now, that'd be crazy. You know what I'm saying?
But like you. I don't know, man. See, that's the thing.
It's a very weird. It's a very weird.
It's standing up for what you have, what you believe in. Really.
I feel like someone has to be filming to have evidence of the truth.
I'm going to give the phone to someone. I'm going to say, film this.
I say 9 times out of I won't say 9 times out of 10, but I will say in a lot of cases, we've seen in the past where cops lie.
No, that's not what. That's definitely 9 times out of 10, nigga. You definitely could have said 9 times out of 10.
No,
cops are fucking liars. No, they are liars.
The police.
I do not believe any cop, dude.
The police. Do you know that the police
with that kind of power? I don't believe them. And if you believe in them,
dude, you can't say that. There's honest cops. There's honest cops.
I don't believe them.
You have to realize though that the police department started from like catching slaves, like that was their job, like which has evolved into this.
I say that Los Angeles Police Department, we've experienced probably the worst of it, along with New York.
I don't believe any officer. I don't believe any of them niggas. Like it's just like a job where like you just have too much power. There's no way you're just walking around just a super honest nigga. Have
you ever met a policeman?
Yeah,
policeman. Just like on a casual like.
Yeah, I know policemen, and I know them niggas aren't honest. Like niggas from back in Boston, like I know them. I went to like school with these niggas.
And he just like sketch.
Yeah, it's just dude. The officer has so much power. It's ridiculous how much power an officer has. Like,
but that's like, but you can't stereotype because
I don't stereotype. That's stereotyping. The proof is in the pudding. I'm not stereotyping. The proof is in the pudding. Like,
but you're speaking for the general masses of police. Like, if you're gonna,
I'm just saying I don't fuck with them. I'm not speaking for anyone. I'm just saying I don't fuck with them. I don't trust them.
I mean, it's hard to trust a cop when you're put in a situation where they could potentially your life.
A white woman earlier today or a couple of days ago just felt comfortable enough to weaponize it, to call the police and say a black man is threatening me. So you can't tell me that you I just trust. A white woman felt comfortable enough in the park to call the cops and be like, a black man is threatening me. And
is that how it went down?
Yeah, because he said something about her dog, and then she was like, "Don't you threaten my dog?" So then she called and was like,
"This is a totally different situation, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about this other white lady."
And you know what? The reality is, it's not that like this is all coming up. It's just people are finally filming it and finally putting it out there, and like people are finally just talking about it.
Yeah, it's fucked up. I don't know. And like I understand what you're saying, Terrence. It's hard to just like stare, but like the only way for me to trust people who are cops is for them not to be a cop and not to have that power. As long as they have that power, I will not trust anyone. I don't trust people with that kind of power, and it's unfortunate because that's how you police, America. Like that's the only way it seems like it works. But there's no checks and balances. At this point, dude, the way that dude got brought to the hospital after the cops. So if you watch the video, when we're talking about, once again, sorry, we're jumping back and forth. The George Floyd video, if you watch it, they're on his neck for 9 minutes. The cop is on his neck for 9 minutes. By the time they get him on the stretcher and to the hospital, they declared him dead at the hospital. They told a totally different story. They said that they came there, they found him, he was feeling sick, and they called the ambulance. The only reason that we know what happened is because they actually recorded a video, which was crazy. Like the cops told a totally different story. They didn't even put anything in there about it.
But that's crooked cops.
I mean, in the end of the day, is it or is it?
It's really hard to, because I also like know people that have become cops or like become people of like that have power.
Yeah.
And the people that I know, like, they are racist. Like, I've heard them say, like, you know, like the it's like middle America, like all of those places where like it just like runs rampant and like nobody stops
There
it.
there could have been cops who weren't fucking with what homie did, but they wouldn't have told.
And by the way, for the listeners, I'm not defending cops by any means, but I'm playing devil's advocate.
No, of course.
Because at the end of the day, like, you got to see it for what it is.
100%.
If we're gonna generalize, like,
Yeah, which is really like, I'm not really a big fan of that, but it is, they have to understand that like if you treat people like this, how is anyone going to trust you ever, like, as a whole? Because it becomes that, like,
because you don't see those good cops you're talking about, Terrence. They don't talk about the bad cops.
because there was 4 police officers standing there.
You know they see that shit.
I've seen I seen a doctor
Well,
tweet, and she said that it's a juvenile understanding to know that if someone is saying I can't breathe, like, that you should help them, and that something needs to be done, and like this person is like gasping for air.
Wait,
and
so
four police officers
stood there
and did nothing.
Yeah, there was mad
one
cops
of them
there.
had his neck. One
there
of
was
them
mad
had
cops there. There was a cop standing right there saying, if he can talk, he can breathe. There's mad cops there watching it, dude.
So it's really hard
saying.
to, like, I get it, like, obviously not all cops, but man, like, they have to understand they have to do better than this, because if they are in charge of everything, like, how are we supposed to trust them? Like, what happened in Colombia, like, the police were so crooked because they were so in bed with the drugs, like, they just had no faith, and they would take things into their own hands. And like, that's exactly what's going to happen to us. Like, look what's on the 101 shut down.
And the video came out of the cops before, when they arrested George Floyd. He wasn't even a resisting arrest. He wasn't even like, he went down easy. Like, the dude just, like, it's just crazy. It's crazy.
And I'm interested to see what's going to happen, how the people will react.
So the cops got let go. They did get fired. And then now they're talking about, you know, trying to arrest him and charge him with murder. But I wonder if it'll happen.
Man.
I certainly hope so.
I mean, it's just crazy.
It's just
fucking
so
insane.
corrupt, all of it.
Yeah, I can't take it anymore. But at the same time, like,
what are we supposed to do? What are, as a collective, like, what can we do?
It's very defeating because they keep doing it.
Because, like, we go to the protests, like, on the 101, like,
that shit was crazy. So yeah, if you haven't seen people, you seen the videos, right, T?
Of what?
The protest on the 101?
Oh yeah, dude. Where the cops are like, the people are on the car and the cops are like running them down and
literally
shit.
mowed them over.
Which is crazy because it didn't happen out here. It happened in somewhere totally different, and the protests were so crazy that they shut down the 101, which is, if you don't live out here, that's like the center of LA right there, like where they were, downtown area.
For sure.
And there was mad fucking traffic. That shit looked crazy. And
that shit did look crazy.
That shit looked crazy.
People were on the freeway and shit.
Yeah, to be on the freeway,
shut it down.
I'm not doing that. They're very brave.
Man.
They're brave as fuck. Like, I definitely would. I wonder how. Like,
let's be honest though. If a mass group of people walked on the freeway, I would definitely stop. I wouldn't.
No, but like, you have to be the first niggas to start walking onto the freeway.
Can you imagine being the?
That's what I'm saying.
No, but you got the whole pack behind you. 100% cars are stopping.
Yeah, I'm not.
People would stop. People would know what it was.
So you're gonna be the first person to walk on a freeway? I'm not.
I mean, it would be more so a line of people.
Well, you got to walk off onto like a ramp though. You have to walk onto the freeway. So like,
you could get like 8 people like into a lane at the same time, like in a line.
So you're gonna be the first. You didn't answer my question.
Would I be?
Yeah.
I would definitely look before I stepped on the freeway.
TTT will exclusive.
I'm gonna be in the back, nigga. I'm gonna wait for you guys to stop all that traffic.
No, you know what? This is how you do it. You literally, you have homies drive. You stop the traffic for me. Thank you.
Oh, you just. Oh, so I.
Problem solved, people.
So you got to have homies who are gonna be willing to sit in the traffic. Then.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
3 people. That is easy.
Listen,
I would honestly.
Yeah,
honestly,
she's
I
the
feel
smart
like
one.
in-
We're trying to hop on the freeway and shit.
in
That's
my
what I'm
life,
saying.
I
Nigga
feel
will
like
hit
I
your
would-
ass. Nigga will hit your ass drinking his fucking latte from Starbucks, dog. Keep it moving. Because they'll just think you're someone from... Because they were downtown, so they probably thought them niggas was from Skid Row.
Stop it.
Yo, imagine if bums just took over the freeway. That would be insane.
Dude, it's crazy.
Man.
It's crazy, yeah. So, shout out to everyone who's protesting and shit. Like, yeah,
Stay strong.
Stay strong for real. And rest in peace, George Floyd. That shit is fucking... It just breaks my heart. And fuck those fucking cops.
For real.
Yeah.
Yo,
It's
what
hard
did
to-
I... Go ahead. Whoa. Jinx showed me a soda.
No, I don't... I think
We don't even drink soda,
Yeah,
though.
I think that's the only
Some
thing.
sparkling water. That's it.
Jinx, you owe me a La Croix.
Said no one.
I'm over Perrier.
Yeah.
Perrier? I don't know. I don't even know how to say it.
Big Sean says Perrier.
So that's what we're going with.
Yeah.
All right. Did we hear about Donald Trump?
What did Donald Trump do this time?
Kristen, you want to...
So, as of recent, he tweeted that, like, pretty much, like, there's no way, like, he would, like, put an executive order for Twitter if they don't start, like, covering more of the conservative media and stop, like, silencing them. And, like, they're
I've
saying...
seen that.
So, pretty much what happened with Facebook with
that.
them, like, that, like, them saying, oh, you did this with Russia and you influenced the election. Now they're saying it the other way around and using it as, like, a weapon. So... We'll see. I mean, if he could like really shut them down and like regulate like what they're saying and like what's allowed to be like pushed out, like
On Twitter?
that would be wild.
Well, because that was the thing. I seen the reason why that happened was because Trump was pissed about them doing the sending out people's ballots.
Oh, yeah.
In California.
Saying it would be a
what's the ballot called?
a mail-in ballot.
Mail-in ballot. And so he tweeted some shit about it, and Twitter had put like essentially asterisks on the tweet saying this tweet is misleading. Here's the actual facts about mail-in ballots. And because of that, Trump was like, yo, I'm gonna shut y'all niggas down.
Yeah,
Like, I'm gonna
straight
shut
up.
Twitter down. I'm gonna shut y'all
He's like a
niggas
fucking
down.
8-year-old
God.
kid, bro.
I can't
He's
even
no,
tell.
what he is he's like fucking Kim Jong-un. He's like a dictator. He's like, if you try to fight my
What I'm doing, I'm gonna
With like a shiny red executive button.
he's the issue with Trump's gonna be sauced after these 4 because he's gonna I feel like unfortunately he might somehow win another 4 years. He's gonna be sauced after he's president. No one's gonna fuck with this dude.
Honestly, bro, if the U.S. gets really fucked up, I might fuck around and leave this country.
Just don't go to an English-speaking country. Go somewhere where we have to learn a new language. Because when shit goes down, that's what I heard. I heard that from a psychic lady. She was like, "Do not end up in an English-speaking country. Go somewhere foreign."
Really?
Yeah, because it's
Man.
not going to be safe.
Would you pull up to China, Wuhan?
I'll go to Canada.
I feel like I'm going somewhere.
That's English speaking, bro.
They speak French, nigga. They right? They speak French. There's parts of Canada. There's parts of Canada that don't speak English. There's
Man.
parts of Canada that don't speak English.
I do love Canada, though.
Hell yeah.
I've never been there, but I would love to go.
I've only been when I was younger. Like I've been like 3 or 4 times.
My coworker Fred, shout out Fred one time.
Shout out Fred. Hey.
T Will exclusive.
He told me about this place in Canada called Banff,
Banff.
I like the
Yeah.
name.
Like a badass motherfucker.
and it looks dope as fuck. And you can kayak there, so
Ooh.
once we have our kayak, we can drive there and just fucking kayak around.
That was the sound of kayaking.
That was pretty good.
I know. Impeccable.
Oh. BANFF.
Yeah.
Oh shit, it looks beautiful.
Yeah.
It looks like where they filmed the Wolverine movie.
Dude, like real life, beautiful nature.
Yeah.
I feel like in the fall that would be
Damn.
really dope.
Let me see beautiful
Damn.
nature. Man.
All right, hold on. Let me see. I'm gonna type Banff, Canada, black people. Because all I'm seeing is white people in these photos. Oh, there we go. Yeah, one brother. He's a light skinned though.
That's me.
Yeah, that's you, T.
Turns is like, I'll fit right in.
Yo, and then all they after that one black dude, all they have is black bears.
No. Oh my god.
We gotta culture it up out there.
Dude, let's pull up.
Oh damn, they got Shorty with the braids. Hell yeah.
Man.
Hell yeah. I don't know if that's Bamf though. Alright. I'm down to check it out though. I'm down to check it out.
Yeah, Canada.
Hell yeah.
Canada's fire, man.
Saturday, at 3:30.
Yeah.
You should look up at the sky, everybody.
Saturday at 3:30, ladies and
Hold
gentlemen.
on,
Look
let's
up
see
at the
what
fucking
time.
sky.
Because SpaceX is launching their first astronauts into space, which is pretty fucking baller.
Is it a robot or is it actual human?
Actual human, but I think they're partnering with NASA with this one.
That's pretty ill.
Yeah. But they were supposed to launch today, but it was unfavorable conditions.
Imagine a Tesla spaceship.
I'm looking up the SpaceX
looks like
astronauts. So it seems like Doug Hurley, Robert L. Becken, Michael Hopkins, Victor Glover. There we go. We got a girl, Nicole Anupa, man. Christopher Ferguson,
You're
Eric Bowe,
Bowe,
Garnett Resman, and then John Casada.
Who are these people?
These are actual astronauts. Because I needed to see the. I didn't.
You had to see the roster real quick.
I had to see the roster.
That's what it's gonna look like at its last stage.
I had to see the fucking roster. Oh, and the last dude, I don't know who this dude is. He's not wearing a spacesuit though, but his name's Ken Bowersox.
Yo, can you just imagine that you're literally that fucking smart that you're just an astronaut?
That's why I had to look at the fucking roster. Who is an astronaut?
That's the last form.
That's the ship?
That's like after it drops off its like fuel tank.
See, all right, so here's my thing about it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know what SpaceX looks like or the SpaceX ship, go look at it now. My whole thing about it is, up to this point, we've seen what spaceships... We've gotten in our head what a spaceship looks like, right?
Yeah.
Like the little plain-looking, smooth-looking
Cute.
NASA spaceship that you see everywhere.
Yeah.
To see some shit like that, me personally, if I'm the first nigga that's got to fly up in it, I don't trust it. That shit looks like some shit out of a fucking movie, dog. I'm not trusting that shit. Niggas got to fly.
How many times do they have to go before you trust it?
They'd have to go multiple times. Yeah,
successfily?
Successfully. They have to go up and land.
But you know what? You have.
Would you
at the
go
end of the
after
day,
10 successful?
Maybe less than that. Just maybe once. Just because the photo you showed me, Kristen, that shit looks so much like a movie. I can't expect that shit to work. That shit look like fucking Star Wars.
You don't have faith in Elon Musk.
I don't have. Yeah, no, not at all.
See, that's the thing though. Whoever's going into outer space has to have complete faith. They have to be like.
I have faith. No, I take that back.
What do you think? No cap? Or cap?
I do have faith in Elon Musk. That was cap. I do have faith in Elon Musk. I do fuck with Elon Musk. I guess
he's the savior.
My whole, I don't know. My whole thing is, maybe if Elon Musk, the first time I would go on it, if it was the first time, if Elon Musk was on it, then I'd go. Because then at least, if he blows up, then
you would just be like looking at him like,
yeah,
no, but Elon, there's no way he could go. He has
because he's Elon Musk.
No,
what do you
not
mean?
the first time.
He definitely has to go.
He can go in like a cute little experience, but not like super far into outer space.
I feel like he's the closest thing we have to Iron Man.
He's like God, first of all. Not God, Jesus Christ.
No, he's like Tony Stark.
You meet a guy at a bar and he tells you, when you ask him what he does, he says, I'm an astronaut. Do you inquire or do you like, yo, I'm done with this nigga?
I ask a million questions. I love asking smart people questions. That's like my favorite thing. My old roommate Sarah, she is like one of the smartest people that I know.
And then he's like, yeah, so like, I'm not really looking to commit right now.
Yo.
I mean, just like as a human being, shit, if I meet an astronaut, I'm like, you're an astronaut, tell me smart things.
Honestly, have you seen that one movie where they're like traveling through dimensions and shit? That space movie, and he's
What
like
was that?
communicating with his daughter.
What was that called? That's the best movie in the universe.
Hold on, what movie?
He's like communicating with his daughter and shit.
And
Like,
the Earth goes to shit.
and he's like he saves the world in another dimension.
Spaceman.
No.
No.
Interstellar.
Is it Interstellar?
Yeah,
it's
don't say too
Interstellar.
much more. Don't give it too many away.
No, fuck it. That movie's old as fuck.
Yeah.
If you
So
haven't seen
what?
Interstellar-
No, I want anyone that's
No,
never
if you
seen
haven't
Interstellar.
go see that shit. We don't give a fuck. Spoiler alert.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
it's,
if you
just
haven't
know
seen
it's the
that
best
shit,
movie
you're
ever.
whack.
Dick,
Go-
yeah.
Oh my god, let them enjoy their movie experience.
End of the day podcast.
Actually, I don't mind spoiler
Yeah,
alerts.
spoiler alert. Yeah.
Yeah, that shit's like 4 years
I'm like-
old.
Longer.
You can spoil it, and I would still be crying if it's sad.
This
If
has
anything,
gotta
I'm
be
still
longer.
feeling it.
Yeah.
I had no other way to describe it. But yeah, great movie. Coronavirus scams. What's going on with that?
What was that?
And that movie came out in 2014.
It came out in 20. Yeah, see,
Go see that shit, nigga, if you haven't
6
seen
years
it.
old.
Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, he talked to his daughter through the. Yeah, that was crazy how he was talking to his daughter.
Yeah, dude,
That shit was crazy.
phenomenal movie. Really underrated, actually.
I also thought if that was my dad, I would have not gotten any of that shit. My dad would have been sauce. I'd have been like, what the fuck? Is that a ghost, nigga? What the fuck? Is that a ghost? Yo, this house is haunted. We need to get the fuck out of this house. This house is haunted as fuck.
Let's do.
I would have not gotten any of those clues that my dad was sending to me.
You're a clown. Oh man, wait, no, but going back, what's the coronavirus scams? You put that in there.
Oh, yeah.
What's going on?
So the scam reporting accounting service that, accounts for all the scams, I guess things that you would report scams to, like, Nigerians and shit like that, like the Nigerian scam and shit like that, like those kind of scams, they have reported like an increase in scams during the corona period because people are just turning up the scam, like,
I got like
level.
8 emails today for like saying that I had a Craigslist ad up. I was like, oh my god, scammers.
Oh, you got that too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
hold on, you
like
didn't-
8 or 9 people
you
have
didn't-
have
you
emailed
didn't-
me today.
You didn't give them your information?
No, what? Yes, I'm selling about
No,
because
but
if
there was-
that's like if you click it, then it'll like allow them to like get into your.
Got you. There's
Somebody
also,
hacked my Gmail account a couple like months ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. I have
And they
the-
stole my money, or they tried to steal my money from my Venmo, but I had because I had like $300 in there or something.
Yeah.
And
baller.
they tried to send it to them, but they had accidentally like cashed it out into my account, so it was like went to my thing.
Yeah. No.
No, never mind.
Did you just remember you did it yourself?
No, it was totally different. It was not for. It was a
She's like,
different
wait,
amount of money.
that never happened.
It was $1,200 like on a Saturday. That's what it was.
Damn, 1,200.
They try to steal $1,200 from you?
Yeah,
On a
that's what it
Saturday?
was. Yeah.
Did
I'll
they-
be hot.
They didn't realize you had the time today?
I know because I check out on Square.
Oh, you square for checkout?
Oh my god, yeah, because I remember I was all breathing all heavy. I was like, what? Oh my god, my account? What? Where's my money? Because
That's-
it was like frozen. Because I was like, usually like on Monday I'd see like an increase in my account, and then I'm like,
Right.
okay.
Man, my homie got his shit hacked when we were in San Fran. His whole account got wiped. He had like 2,500 in there, and they just took literally $0. And he had to call, and they gave him his money back, but it took like 24 hours. Had to spot him and shit.
Yeah, no. One of
Shout out
the
Sebastian one time.
the scam that they're talking. One of the scams that they had mentioned in the little thing that I had read was because people had gotten their like that $1,200 from the government. People were getting emails about like from the IRS saying like, "Yo, this is the IRS hitting you up about your $1,200, making sure you got it." Type in your thing to like receive some type of like thing.
Stupid.
And it's like mad official and brings you to like a duplicate of the IRS website. And you
The
type in all
IRS
your
will only send you
information.
mail.
Yeah.
Just so you know, in the future, so you don't get scammed, they will only ever send you mail if they want to communicate with you, and
Yeah.
never trust a phone call.
I didn't know that.
I got scammed paying for like a registration or something.
My friend got scammed paying the IRS.
That's what I'm saying. They get you like with official was it like a mad official documentation they got you scammed with?
No, it was the website. I thought I was like applying for something that I needed, And then I finished it, and I was like, wait, what the fuck? And they sent me like a fucking pamphlet, and then they were saying I paid for this pamphlet, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck? And it was like non-refundable, and like
How much was the pamphlet?
it's like $30.
What the
But I
fuck?
was like, yo, they have my information,
Man.
Was the pamphlet at least like useful? Was it like a useful pamphlet?
bro. I didn't give a fuck about that pamphlet. Real shit.
T will
I was like, these
Spell
niggas just
pamphlet.
robbed me and have my account information. I was so sketched out. I was like, damn, do I need to close my card and shit?
Pamphlet's like, calm down. We just stole your information.
Keep calm and get robbed. Oh man,
Oh shit.
fuck that shit.
What else is going on? TV and music. Oh
Let's
yeah.
get
So
into this music shit.
we talked a little bit about the Joe Rogan shit last week, right, guys? Or a little
Did
bit
we?
about it? I thought we talked about it.
I think it's a pretty big deal.
It's a super big deal.
I feel like we maybe tapped into it, but
Joe Rogan getting acquired by Spotify is next fucking level
For
And the fact
100
that-
million.
for 100 mil.
bro, and they're doing video now.
Yeah, they're calling it vodcast. Yo, Kristen just laughed at it.
I'm thinking of because it actually.
Can you watch my vodcast?
Hey, that sound. What? Are you serious? I can see her saying that right now. So
No, 100%.
I can see that girl saying that right now.
It's just like a new word. It just made me laugh.
And I'm like, yes, I'll watch it. Now, can we have sex?
Oh my goodness.
That is like promoting your podcast a new way of flirting.
Yeah, I know that definitely. Oh, hey, that's how I do it. I say I have a podcast.
Really?
Yeah,
It's like to impress people.
yeah, but yeah, I have a podcast. We got 71 episodes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that's actually a pretty good.
We're old
number.
as fuck.
Yeah, we're like, that's like a 8. Dude, is someone like having a fucking motorcycle show outside my house? What's going on?
You got the Harley boys out there. The Harley boys.
Man, I want a Harley, but she won't let me get one.
Well, yeah, why would
Shoot.
you want to get a Harley?
Just to ride a fucking motorcycle.
Why don't you just take a gun, put a bullet in it, and shoot yourself?
And just spin it and see what happens, because that's literally one of my hold on. I have this ice in my mouth. One of my clients, she's a nurse in LA, and she works at like one of the worst hospitals that gets like the worst victims like when they come in. And she said that almost every single time the motorcycle accident dies.
I'm sure.
That's
I mean,
crazy.
but I can understand why you would want to. Like, I'm sure it's fucking exhilarating.
I feel like if
Just
you're
like get
careful,
a really
though.
just
Yeah,
get
no.
a really sexy small car with a convertible top.
I can understand why
Those are
someone would wanna-
equally as dangerous. I feel like that's more dangerous.
You think my car is more dangerous than I mean, not that my
You said
car's
a
little
little-
and sexy, but I mean,
Your car is a 4-seater. Like, if we're talking little, I'm thinking like a fucking S2000 or like a little Miata.
No, you're wild. Oh,
Or
My-
Supra. The new Supra is hard as fuck.
my
but I think
aunt used to
you're
drive.
wilding if you're thinking it's not as safe.
It's way safer. But my aunt
Having
used
a
to drive
car
a
around you.
Miata, and one day she was living in Tennessee, and a
Saying it's-
16-wheeler went over top of her, and like literally like ripped off like the top of her car, and she like was like leaned all the way back and like
See?
almost died.
If you were on a motorcycle, that would have crushed you.
Yeah, but I just never mind. Maybe what if I got like a dirt bike? That would be
No,
chill.
I mean,
off the roads.
in
Once
the
you
end of the-
eliminate traffic,
But you think, all right, so in reality, though,
I bike, bro.
no, but you say she won't let you, but she's not actually, there's nothing she could actually do to stop you. So really,
Well,
just-
yeah, I would have it, and then I probably would get hurt, and I was like,
that's what I'm
"Damn."
saying. In the back of your mind, you know. that
I know
you don't
damn
wanna go
well.
through- you don't want to go through all that.
Dude, to be completely honest, I've fallen on my bicycle before, and I've had some
Skid
bad
your
falls.
Knee, you skid your knee.
I have a.
You scrape your knee. You know,
I didn't scrape it. I cut it open. I actually got stitches and shit.
But you ever just get a little scrape on your knee?
Dude, one time I fell like kind of on my head, or I flipped over, and I lost a piece of my hair. Like it burned off because I rubbed on the floor. That shit
Sounds insane.
yeah, biking can be very dangerous, and I would
Did you
definitely.
know this, Kristen, when you started biking?
Yeah, that's a little definitely scary.
I definitely wonder. We're working on getting geared up right now, plotting on like getting some pretty dope helmets.
Yeah?
Yeah, helmets are sick, man. Like I always thought helmets were whack because I hated the way they look, but if you do your research, you can get some sick helmets.
Hold on, like what are we
And
talking
stay
here?
safe.
Bike helmets.
You gotta look for insulation. You gotta look for
Ventilation.
They have tech insulate. Oh yeah,
Insulation and ventilation.
insulation and ventilation, pretty much. Yeah, and also they have tech in them.
Oh, word.
Some of them have lights. Some of them have.
Oh, I see these ones with lights.
Yeah, dude.
I see this one. You can fucking put a dildo on the top of it.
I'm sick.
You would have a fucking dildo on your helmet. Honestly, no, but it's pretty sick.
Oh, these are all motorcycle helmets. The ones I keep seeing that are cool are all motorcycle helmets. I guess maybe you should get that motorcycle.
Just
What
or
if
just
we just get motorcycle
helmets on our bike.
Is that wild? Am I wild for riding a bike with a motorcycle helmet?
What
on?
about
I feel like I'll be mad
like a
uncomfortable.
BMX one? What if we got helmets like that?
I mean, isn't that safer though?
Yeah.
Riding a bike with a motorcycle helmet
You
on?
would just look wild.
I
You would
think
look
there's a
crazy.
thing of too safe. I think there's a thing of being too safe.
Maybe
called
you're just
being
really
pussy.
smart and you really want to protect your head. No, we were driving and this guy was like smoking a joint while he was on his bike and he had a helmet on.
That's my
and-
kind of helmet.
And he was like yelled to us like, "Hey, like wear a helmet, like for real, like be safe." And because he was smoking a joint, I told Terrence, I was like, I trust him. I feel like that's a sign that we should get these helmets.
Oh, whoa. This airbag bike helmet's
Airbag?
it's an airbag bike helmet. It's a wrap.
Where's the bag?
It wraps around your neck, so you wear it like a collar, and
What
then when
the
you fall,
It's
then
not
when you,
that serious.
Oh my god. Speaking of fall.
it makes you look like a judge from the fucking back in the day. You know the
Oh my god.
the rolls that they wear on their hair.
I used to do that in the pool. I would put my hair down in the water and let it all hang forward, and then I would bend it back forward, and then it would be like a bend, and I would look like, and it was like George Washington. I would always think it's funny.
Dude, that's crazy, man. To have, if you bike that, I mean, I guess because you can wear it, you can rock the collar and not have to wear a helmet. But if the collar didn't work,
That color might come
Yeah,
in
what if that
handy.
shit gets old and like doesn't
I want that on
really-
my ankles.
or if it goes off accidentally when you're just riding a bike normally, you like sneeze and it thinks you're gonna fucking hit your head.
Sin exclusive.
Yeah, bike helmet tech is pretty crazy, man. You weren't lying. You weren't lying.
Yeah, they have like walkie talkies.
Oh, you guys should get the walkie talkie.
That's what I said. I was
You guys
So
also
wrong.
should.
but they're
get,
not that aesthetically pleasing as we would like.
You guys also should get the tandem bicycles.
Yeah, we've been looking at. I'd rather rent it first to see what it's like.
Yeah.
I'm imagining it's fixed gear though, because I think there's only one chain
Yeah, I only see one chain.
with two sprockets.
So essentially, the amount of pedaling either of you do is affecting the other person.
Yeah. What if it's like a mountain bike?
What do you mean?
Like
In
a
what sense?
Mountain bike tandem thing, like with
That would be.
lots of
I
gears.
feel like that would be really fucking crazy because you need shocks and shit. That would be wild. You're like a fucking centipede bike. Oh man. Yo, you wanted to tell your story?
Oh yeah. I
Oh,
said
yeah.
speaking of falling.
Yeah, you heard? Cause you heard
Yeah, yeah,
yourself.
yeah. Thank you.
Okay, so let's just start here. Maybe like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, I don't know. I was taking a step off the stairs and there happened to be a hole with a rug over top of it.
Just
so
happened to be.
yes, so I just like happened to be wrong place, wrong time, and I stepped in the hole, and so like hurt both my ankles, my right one more so. And then I was like fine, and then it hurt for a moment, and then I was all good, and then lived my life. It's been sore. And then today I go to cut this person's hair on a music video shoot, and when I get there, I pretty much immediately fall down. Like I was up there, I walk around, and then I was headed to like wherever to cut, and yeah, the floor was like uneven and shit, and I just
So you just were like, you were uneven.
my little loosey goosey ankle twisted, and I heard it pop, and I was like, oh my god. And then the person helped me, and then my ankle started swelling up. They put some ice on it, and then I cut the person's hair, and then I left. I was like, just had to cause a little drama.
And how are you feeling now?
Man.
I'm better. It's like bruised, but I'm good. But it was I was excited to cut this person's hair. JP Sachs, he's like a singer-songwriter. But he's one of my like favorite songwriters ever. Like one of his songs, like I literally broke up with my ex-boyfriend because it was like such a nice song. I was like, I don't feel like this about this person.
Man, I love that song.
That's
broke up
legit.
with your ex? Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
and then I listened to it and it made me, I was like, okay, I love Terrence. That's what that feels like.
That's
what
legit.
this funks. And I told him that, and he's like, that's funny. He said, some people get married to that song.
Whoa.
And he's like, but the person that I wrote that song about broke up with me. So
It'd be like that sometimes.
I just thought it was funny.
It'd be
And
like
also,
that sometimes.
I think it's important to tell people that inspire you that they inspire you. Because I think that is like a lot of people's mission, and like maybe to like let them know that more often.
Maybe.
Hell
I don't know
yeah.
if I should tell her that she inspires me though.
Who is she?
The person that you're saying I should tell him.
Why not? What are your reservations?
Because I don't know if she deserves to know that. Because she might get pleasure out of it that I'm not willing to give her.
Oh, you don't want to give up any power. He's in control.
Potentially. I'm
Well,
Do I know this
You-
person?
It's all hypothetical.
You just have to decide if you want to be vulnerable or not with somebody. And being vulnerable is like a pretty cool feeling.
Yeah, I feel you. Maybe because I don't have a relationship with this person anymore. So
Yeah.
maybe that's why I don't feel the need to like say that they inspired me or are inspiring me or did inspire me at whatever point. But anyways,
Ooh, that was a Sin exclusive.
Sin exclusive.
Yo, I want to know who this person
Do you think
is.
they
I
listen
feel-
into the pod?
no, I don't think so.
Well, maybe they do today.
Maybe they do. Maybe they do. I don't think
If
so.
you're listening and
Do
you
you
know
think
who
they
that
know?
is,
Maybe. I don't know.
hit his line.
Yeah, no, don't hit my line. The Joe Rogan,
Don't hit my line.
Joe Rogan getting 100 mil. Shout out to him. Hit us up if you ever want to have us on. We'll definitely pull up to your podcast, Joe. I know you film out in LA, so
Fuck yeah, I would
we'll
pull up to Joe Rogan.
We'll pull up. The Wanna album. Did you guys check out the Wanna album? The Gunna album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wanna gonna?
Wanna Gunna. The shit's fire.
Yeah.
Whoa. What happened?
Whoa,
Did we
I'm not
talk?
too sure.
Are we still
Oh, it's the drops from the old episode. I just
Ah,
deleted
okay.
it.
Yeah. Did you guys like the album? Wanna?
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, I like it. It's good. Did Hood Baby 2 drop?
Yeah, it did, dude.
I didn't listen to it yet.
Oh my god, you gotta listen to it. Yeah, Hood Baby 2
Damn.
by Little Got It.
All of Young Thug's fucking squad is dropping.
His spawns, bro. They're
It's
like
crazy.
little spawns. They're
It's
so
crazy.
fire, though.
Well, they take bits of his style and just
Run with it.
run with it. And like they just do like one lane of his style. It's like Young Thug can like float in all of those like styles.
Who do you think do they have the best collective right now?
Currently, yes. But the thing about their collective is
I like
like
MMG.
that's the thing. The thing about their collective is they don't continually like they say YSL, but they don't continually like. It's not like you see, like TDE. You see TDE. Like they're not branded. Like they kind of just roll together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Like, they're all together. They're all squatted. But it's not like they need to continually chant it or they have like, they just do songs together. And
Isaiah Rashad parted ways, right? He's no longer with T.
he did. Is this This is breaking news right now.
No, this if it's not news, I feel like he did.
He'd be the first artist.
I feel like he might have.
Because I know SZA was unhappy, but then her
But
album
that's
came
not
out.
a fact. I don't know that for a fact. But I want to hear more music from him. He hasn't dropped in a cool minute.
Yeah, tell me about it. I think everybody's just waiting for 2020 to be over because it's a dub for
Oh my
everything.
god, it's so annoying.
It's a dub for Doja Cat.
Yes, they're getting
Man.
Doja Cat or at least trying to get. I don't know if it's gonna work or not, but they're trying to get her the fuck out of here because she didn't show her titties.
No, I thought it was because she was being racist.
Well, no, all of that. So all the stuff about her being racist was stuff that had already existed. This is old footage. I personally think this is all coming up and becoming an issue because she got the #1 record and then didn't show her titties.
They're like,
is this
"Oh,
your
word, conspiracy right now?"
This is my conspiracy because not only did she not show her titties after promising that she would if they gave her a #1 record, but she kind of thumbed her nose and was like, "I'm not showing you my titties. I played y'all. Y'all got me the #1 record."
So everyone's just digging up
old footage of her being not being racist, but like her like in a chat room, a group chat room with other people who you have no control over who's in the chat room, and they just happen to be racist. Some of them, racist white dudes. But it's old footage, and then it was like I seen a video of her talking about 4C hair, like the texture, making a joke about it, like
what
4C.
Well, think about how
the texture of hair.
The texture of hair, 4C. But she has 4C hair. So I think if you have that hair, you can make a joke about that hair, personally. She was saying like, oh, God gave me 4C hair. I think it's because he wanted me to be bald because like try running a comb through it. She was just like making jokes about 4C hair and how hard it is to manage 4C hair. But I mean, me personally, I feel like if you have 4C hair, or that type of texture of hair, you can make as many jokes as you want to about it if you have to deal with it, so I mean I understand why they're trying to get her the fuck out of here. I don't think it's gonna work because her song's still #1 or like still on the charts.
Think about how long they hated Iggy Azalea.
Azalea.
People used to hate on Iggy Azalea.
She did a really weird thing.
Do they?
Yeah. I think
when's the last time you seen her on the charts or a song of hers released? That people
I think she's accepted, not hated on.
She's having a kid with Playboy.
Yeah.
She had a kid with Playboy. She's back. They had a kid.
Do you think she's gonna bounce back with some dope music, like featuring Playboy?
No.
She shouldn't.
Playboy will never hop on a song of hers.
You don't think so?
No.
Not after that weird thing she did.
Playboy loves her to death, but will never get.
So if it happens, we're gonna revisit this.
We will visit this.
We'll remember it.
I'm a Playboy stan, and I will tell you this right now: he will never get on a song with fucking.
Not even like a chorus.
No, he will never.
An ad lib.
He will never.
We'll see. We'll see.
I'm
gonna mark your words.
Yeah, never.
And if he does, do you lose respect for him?
100%. I understand why he would do it, but 100% I would. Because as a man and as my lover, you should understand why I couldn't do a song with you. If our musical levels are just in two different stratospheres, if I'm way up here and you're way down here, but we love each other for who we are, but our musical like levels are not even fucking close, bro, then you should never even, that should never even come up. That should never even be a thing. We should
like
never
don't offend me.
Don't
make me say that to you either.
You
just back up.
Yeah. No.
Wait, am I reading this correct? That Future got his 7th #1 album.
Yeah, with was it Life is Good? No,
Life is Good.
High of Life. High of Life is the 7th number
Life
one.
is a banger. Life is Good.
Life is Good is a banger. High of Life is a banger. Did you guys fuck with that album? I fucked with that album.
Yeah, I liked it. Cool. I'm honestly liking Little Goddard's album the best. That's like my favorite album right now. Shit's hitting.
I gotta check it out.
You know when you hear music in the right setting and you're just like, yo, it has to, like, whether you hear it on some good speakers in the car or like at a show and you just hear like, damn, shows, man. When do you think shows are gonna come back?
I don't know.
Next year.
They had an event in some part of America. It might have been Daytona, some racing shit, and it was like 15,000 people there, or 1,500. No, it was like a couple thousand people there.
But yeah, going back, I just feel like the setting in which you hear a new song is really important.
Of course.
Yeah, because if you hear it on like a shitty iPhone, you're not gonna. It's not the same experience as hearing it like on a fucking sub
Yeah, of course.
You know.
I feel you.
But yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
I'm
good
wondering.
album.
I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check out the Lil Gotti album. The Future album was pretty good. I fucked with it. I like a lot of tracks off of it. It's been in my hip rotation heavy for the past since it dropped. So is the Gunner album, and I know you guys don't fuck with it too much, but the Chris Brown fucking Young Thug album is pretty good.
What's it called? Damn, it's not that good.
Slime. It's like slime and
Grime.
B. Slime and B.
Wow. Slime and B. That's literally so fucking whack.
Slime and Bee is the
TT
name of
will
the album.
exclusive.
Because I think it's supposed to be a play of like R&B, but since Young Thug is on it, and you know he's slimy, he's
Wow.
slime and B.
I see what you did there.
That's what I think is. Did you guys like the
Interesting.
Juice WRLD song? That Juice WRLD song?
I haven't
I
heard
know
it.
it came out a while ago, a couple of weeks ago.
Which one? I know I haven't
He had
heard
like a
it.
song that came out post his after he died. And then that Banana Split song from YNW Melly is pretty hard. Have you listened to that song at all?
No.
I'll send it to you. That's just fire.
Wait,
Do you
which
fuck
one?
Do you fuck with YNW Melly?
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, he just released. I guess Murder Beats did a song with him, and he just put it out not too long ago.
Wait, am I reading this? Jimmy Fallon does blackface?
Yeah, he did an impersonation of Chris Rock on something a while ago, and people just bring shit up. People always just bringing up shit.
No, people have nothing to do. They just like dig.
That's
through
exactly
archives.
one of the reasons why Doja Cat was saying too, is that people just have nothing to do right now, so they're just digging up old shit because it's bored on the internet and trying to get people canceled.
So crazy.
Because people are really hateful. Like, this is like the worst time.
or just desperate for any type of.
I mean, also people
notice.
just do a lot of fucked up shit, and then they recorded it, or it's getting to the point where cameras aren't that old, right? Like,
Yeah.
like we just watched the whole 10-part documentary of fucking Michael Jordan. Like, the actual recording of fucked shit is becoming more common. Like, from when you were like 10 years ago or 20 years ago.
Yeah.
20 years ago, there were cell phones with cameras on it. They
Right.
might not have been great, but they existed. There was tiny like the amount of fuck shit that we keep seeing from our past is gonna keep increasing. Can you imagine 20 years from now the TikToks that are gonna come out about people who are politicians
I forgot where I heard this theory, but there was this theory that we're gonna create another universe essentially through just like technology. Because imagine like once we have all these cameras everywhere and you just interlace everything, and it's just like it could be like a whole nother.
Of course, dude. I can see that happening.
Like, where you don't
instantly.
even have to go to work. You just go and lay in a bed, and then you go in that reality.
Yeah, I can see that.
Honestly,
I can see that.
literally,
I can
like
see that.
shit's-
There's definitely a movie like that. I can't remember the name.
What is that movie? Because I feel like that. I was like, that's real. I was like, that's fucking really real.
man, we're not far from it.
Man, the future is wild. But I mean, hopefully, all of the stuff that is so like evil is like coming out, so we can like wash it away.
I can't remember the name of that fucking movie, but it's a movie with Bruce Willis, ladies and gentlemen. That
Bruce
movie,
Willis is such a good actor too.
That movie definitely does exist.
Oh man, what you got planned for the weekend, soon?
I don't know. Mostly just chilling, man.
Oh, Kristen sent me this post from Blue the Great. His birthday is June 1st, so if you happen to buy the Blue the Great Air Jordan mids, definitely wear them on the 1st for his birthday. Pay a little homage, you know what I'm saying?
And that movie I was talking about is called Surrogates.
yeah.
That's a good ass movie. I like that movie.
That movie essentially is the future for us, for sure. If you were talking like that,
Yeah, exactly.
Or even The Matrix, to be completely honest.
Matrix already exists, man. Sorry to tell you, that's real. You're in the Matrix right now.
We're currently
Yeah,
right there.
Just unplug and hop back in the body.
It's not as easy though. You can't just unplug, bro.
Man,
You gotta take a pill.
blue pill or the red pill?
That's the issue.
I like, honestly, at some points of this quarantine, I've like fully convinced myself that this is just all a dream. Like, that everything that I'm experiencing is not real.
It was all a dream.
No, and I'm like, I genuinely, like, at some point, I'm like, no, I'm dissociating. I'm not even here anymore. This is crazy.
You need to pass the drugs, Kristen.
Oh my
You
God.
need to pass the drugs.
Man, no, this is really crazy.
So, Jimmy Fallon doing blackface. Jamie Foxx came out and said it's comedy. It wasn't blackface. It was an impersonation. Do you agree with him? Is that true?
I haven't seen the clip.
It's him just impersonating Chris Rock, but he's painted black, like he's in what some would consider blackface, because
I mean,
his
technically,
skin
it
is
is.
painted black. He's got like an afro wig on type shit,
I mean, yeah.
like a black hair
So
wig on,
it is what it is. He knew what he was doing when he did it. Like, let's be real. If you didn't want to be accused for blackface when you did it, like, maybe you should have painted your face black and just done the impersonation.
100%. However, I think that back in the day, like, talking about like bringing back up other old things, like the past was different. Like, people could get away with much worse things. Like,
I mean, how
not
old is this
normalizing
video,
it.
though? How old is the video?
The video is Sketch Fallon. I'm trying to see when the video is. Oh, Saturday Night Live in 2000.
So 20 years ago?
20 years ago, 2000. It was a different time back then.
Yeah,
It's hard to say because
it
it's
was.
comedy, and it's
That's
not
what I'm
like he
saying.
wasn't coming out there trying to be like a racist idiot. Like, he was just like trying to like impersonate his homie, and like that's what like was allowed back
This is
then.
what I mean. They just keep digging up old shit. So are they really digging up old shit? Because that aired on TV. We watched and laughed at it.
Just a resurgence of like, just so you remember who you are.
So that's what I'm saying. So like, how can that aired on TV? How can we take something that played on Saturday Night Live? That's fucking Channel 5. You know,
Take it up with the network.
That's what I mean. So can he be canceled for something that he just did? That was his like that at one point we
By
all
no
were-
means is he going to get canceled for this.
No,
There's
I
no
think-
way.
I'm sure a lot of people are probably very outraged, which I like.
he had to
I
come
get
out
it,
and
but like,
apologize for it.
and I think that's the
I
right
mean,
thing. I
that's
think that's the
fair.
right thing to do
If someone brings something up, you just say, I apologize. Like,
because
and you
that's not
explain
his
it.
intentions.
Well, I guess the only thing that he had apologized for is something that he did 20 years ago. On like, now that I'm seeing that he did it on Saturday Night Live, like, we had 20 years to be mad about this,
Yeah.
and now we want to get mad at him about it because he's successful and he has more of a like squeakier, cleaner image.
Yeah.
Like now,
Like just like Michael Jordan, like trying to do the same thing.
like now we want to get mad at him about it. Like, I don't understand that.
Because
That seems
people
a bit
can't
weird.
love somebody for that long. They have to find a reason to hate him.
I can just imagine, like, I know he's apologizing. I know he can never come out and say it or be like this, but I can imagine if I'm Jimmy Fallon and that happened, I'd be like, yo, now y'all want to get, like,
I feel like the
I got
public
the
would not.
Roots as my fucking house band.
That sounds like some shit Joe Biden would say.
No, like, I don't, it just seems like,
No,
it
but
just
yeah, dude.
seems like he's been tapped in for a while.
I think it definitely was taken out of context. It's an old ass video, and at the end of the day, he's probably good friends with Chris Rock. So,
Oh, I'm sure Chris Rock has seen the fucking sketch, dude.
100% he's seen it.
Yeah.
I wonder if he took offense to it.
Well,
What if he's
was
like?
that?
What if he's like? Fuck Jimmy. Man.
Have you seen
Nah.
Tropic Thunder?
Of course not.
Yeah. Chopper Dunn is fucking hilarious, dude.
Like when,
Oh, that blackface.
yeah, he's blackface that whole
They
time.
tried. He had a recently. I think they tried to get him to apologize for it recently.
I mean, that was a pretty extreme case, right?
Yeah,
But-
it was like acting like that.
That was the thing, though. Like that was like the whole bit about it, though. That was the whole.
Like-
The whole blackface.
Like, where do
I
you
feel
draw
like
the
it's
line?
just different
Yeah.
in comedy.
Yeah, for like, yeah, where do you draw the line in comedy? Like, what's allowed?
I feel like that's the constant struggle with comedians.
'Cause it's not
they
like
don't
you're
know
like-
where to draw the line.
Yeah, it's not like you're at a college party like in blackface. You're like being an actual like comedian.
But I mean, that's what blackface was comedy back then.
I mean,
they were making fun of black people. Yeah,
they were. But it was only one side that was laughing at it.
No, 100%. I ain't laughing at that shit. Oh man.
Yeah,
let's not end this podcast on
fucked up.
blackface.
Yeah, let's definitely not. I noticed that you had put something that's ridiculous in sports because it has nothing to do with sports, or maybe that was from last week.
Wait, what's in sports?
It says Gucci drops down 2 to 5 shows a year to reduce waste. That sounds cool for Gucci.
It's not in sports, but
it's not in sports. But one thing that's cool about sports, I know it's not a sports podcast, but a lot of sports are looking, or specifically basketball is looking to try to make a comeback. Hopefully, it will make a comeback to do the playoffs and crown a champion of the NBA. Fingers fucking crossed.
Shortened though.
I mean, it'll already be shortened. It's already been shortened. It's already like they're already looking to do away with the regular season. So the regular season never finished. So probably
it's like
go straight to the
whoever
playoffs.
had the best.
Yeah, it'll probably go straight to the playoffs, and that would start. Is what it's looking at. But there's so many different options right now. They're kind of just taking it day by day.
Word.
But that's definitely something I'm looking forward to.
Wait, going back to Gucci dropping down to two shows instead of 5 per year. Why are they doing that? Just
to reduce waste and help with the environment. Realizing that pushing out all of these. So we used to have 4 seasons a year. Now we have 8 seasons a year when it comes to fashion and especially fast fashion. So they're just trying to, as the leaders, trying to slow down the curve is the way I see it.
They don't really have that. It's not that they went to that many seasons a year. They just want to charge you. They want to sell you
they just want to make it more exclusive.
They just want to sell you more shit is what it is. They used to just sell you 4 seasons a year. Now they need to sell you 8 seasons a year.
Wait,
no, but now they're selling
seasons?
Now they're selling
They have the spring, winter, summer, fall seasons. Then they have cruise, which is vacation, time of the year, which is a lot of bathing suits and shorts. And then they have.
Wait, these are Gucci seasons?
No, these are all just seasons that
people go by.
Brands follow as far as how long they bring in new items. And
that's crazy.
Yeah.
No, so ultimately they're trying to do just less shows because that will also bring down the.
So what, fall, winter,
cost.
and summer, spring, and that's it?
Yeah.
2 seasons.
Yeah, I mean, really, it doesn't make sense the way that we all kind of live. What's going to be new in the next 3 months?
Yeah.
What's what else can I spend my money on?
Well,
Maybe, but I guarantee you they'll probably just produce more of that same season, and it'll probably equate to the same amount of.
We'll see. Hopefully.
Well, yeah, because they still need to make their ends meet, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. Anyways, I ain't got nowhere to go, so I ain't buying shit.
Man.
I'm
trying to go to Hawaii in July.
Good luck,
crossed.
guys. I'm
really
rooting
hope
for you
it
guys. I'm
works.
rooting for you guys.
I know, man.
There's a Chick-fil-A. There's a Hawaiian Chick-fil-A themed out there.
I seen that.
Oh, we gotta
Yeah.
fuck that up. What island is that on?
There's also one in Texas. Want to go to Texas?
That's a theme like Hawaii.
I would rather
That's
go to
Hawaiian
Hawaii.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah, we need to figure out how to get that out there. We need to film an episode out of that motherfucker.
I would definitely have a fucking sandwich on deck. That sounds so good right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we ran through all the topics.
Yeah, dude, it was a nice tight week, man. Especially because I gotta fucking get to bed early. I gotta get some fucking shut eye.
Hey, it's
know?
better that way, dude. Early to bed, early to rise.
Yeah, man, I feel you, man. Early bird gets worms,
Yeah.
Makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise.
or early worms gets eaten by earlier birds.
I'm done.
The earliest bird eats the worms that other birds would get.
The earliest bird is morbidly obese because he's up early and eats everything.
No.
Oh my god. I'm tired too.
Yeah.
So
Word.
let's end this shit out.
At the end of the day, I love you guys. It was a great episode. Happy 71th birthday.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's your boy, Sin Supreme.
Sin exclusive.
It's me, Kristen Elizabeth.
Oh, shit.
Thank you.
Yeah, you see how I switched that up?
Always confuses me. I get scared.
It's your boy Terrence, man. We out.
TT will exclusive.
See you
See
next
you
week,
later.
bitches.
End of the day podcast.
Coronavirus.
Yeah.